And if there's any additional time between the speakers, we'll take questions. Otherwise, we'll plan to stay on time as we move between now and 1:30. So let's get started, and I'd like to introduce ask our first speaker to come up, Christophe BRUAND from BCEL Ouest in France, and he'll be talking to us about advisory services in the west of France. Christophe.
Good afternoon, everybody, and thank you, Mr. Chairman, for your invitation this afternoon. So my name is Christophe BRUAND, and I'm working for BCEL Ouest, and I'm responsible for field teams in this company. So BCEL Ouest is a services company, and we used to say that it runs by breeders for breeders. It's a non-profit mutual benefit corporation. It aims at improving the profitability of dairy farm by providing dairy breeders with milk recording services and will all of advice they need to improve herd performance. We offer programs and services that make it easier and more profitable for our members to farm. As a milk recording organization, we work with over 6,000 dairy farms in the west part of Brittany. Like you can see on this map, our territory is divided into 8 regions. The average herd size in Brittany is about 63 cows. The average annual yield per cow stood at 8,050 kilograms in 2014. And farms have an average area of 85 hectares, including crops and pasture. Our members represent more than 72% of all milk producers of our territory, and 65% of milk producers of our territory use our advice organization. Let's talk about what do we do. We operate in different areas of dairy farm management, like milk recording, herd management advices, agronomy advices, services as well, like cattle housing design, trimming, or milking, testing the machine, the milking machine. Sorry. So BCEL Ouest provide high quality services to breeders for an annual fee based on the number of cows and the total amount of milk that is produced into the farm. Some of our services are dedicated to all farmers and not only for dairy breeders, such as agronomy advice. Well, let's talk about milk recording. We offer various data collection protocols. Breeders can make the collection of data themselves, but in most of farm, the collection is performed by our tester. And we've got a dedicated team of 300 testers, and they are going into the farm mostly once a month to collect data. For over 5 years, production data are digitalized during milking through a personal digital assistant, and we guarantee the traceability of collected samples through the radio frequency identification technology. The PDA allows us to transfer information such as cow's ID or daily production at every milking. Since 2013, we also collect health data from different herds into the farm. That means milking cows herds, or dry cow herds, or heifer herds, or cows. In 2014, we collected more than 115,000 mastitis events and 30,000 other health events like lameness or ketosis. Our herd management organization rely on 160 advisors, and they are divided into 8 regions. In each zone there is a team of about 20 advisors. Each advisor has a portfolio of 45 farms on average, and our advisors are working into the farm 6 to 11 times a year. Our advisory approach is specific. dairy advisors have a permanent access to the dairy cows performance database, and they use specific software to analyze individual results and herds performance, and they provide different kind of advice, whether it's be working through problems or creating the best strategy for the future. We value the relationship with breeders, and we always insist that it aims at improving business. We are looking to get it better, and the relationships is always focused on results. So from calf to cow, from forage production to commodities, from genetic selection to breeding, from feed analysis to record keeping, from field management to facilities, we always observe, listen, analyze, and propose the best solution. On this slide, you can see the different areas that our advisor can study with breeders, and we focus on topics that generated the greatest added value in each farm. Now, let's talk about Auditlé, which is an annual technical report. It's a synthesis of the results obtained in each dairy farm during the campaign, the milking campaign. It's focused on different results, such as milk quality, reproduction performance, the level of milk reference achievement, or the efficiency of forage production. So each breeders can compare his results with reference, and they can choose their reference according to the breed, the size of the herd, the feed system, the yield per cow, or the milking system. Auditlé facilitates global diagnosis of dairy management and helps to plan for the future of dairy farm. The presentation of this report is also a good opportunity for our advisor to get a privileged exchange with breeders and to identify priority area of work in the future. So on this slide, you can have a look on our Extranet, and so breeders can use our Extranet, and we use it as a collaborative tool between breeders and advisor. And breeders can access to the Extranet whenever they want. They can find all we want to share with them, like milk recording data, of course, herd management advisor report or agronomy advisor report, and they can select different kind of alerts, and they can custom it as needed. With one click, breeders can sort automatically the animals when they are looking at the milk recording data. And they can also quickly view the production forecast or the latest analysis or diets or fertilization plan. In extensions to the work we are doing into the farm, our advisor can also support breeders group. So right now we've got more than 50 breeders group in our company. In this group, breeders meet to exchange experience and practice. Our advisor meet the group 4 days a year, and group members choose the issue on which they wish to work. The group meets in form of group members. At present, our 50 breeders group are an important part of local time, and the main objective are to, advancing breeders, to highlight their innovative capacity, and to cross experience. And breeders used to say that in this group, the collective support and sharing of experience are the key to progress. And I'm sure that everybody agree with this sentence in this room. Well, to conclude this presentation, I would like to say that our advisors are daily present at the heart of dairy operation into the farm. And our breeding advice, health management advice organization represents about 25% of our turnover. The advising organization strengthens trust between BCEL Ouest and its 6,000 members, and it offers opportunity to develop solutions to help breeders to face into the future. So that brings us to the end of my presentation, and I'd like to thank you all for your attention and interest.
Thank you, Christophe. Thank you, Christophe. Do we have any questions for Christophe on his presentation? Laurence.
Christophe, thank you very much for your very interesting presentation. I have one specific question, and it's more, the specific question is, when farmers take the samples by themselves for the milk recording, do they on paper or do they have also a PDA? And the other question is, you have also an advisory for feed, and you have also the feed companies. What is your task on the farm? Because I'm from the Netherlands, and the most advisory come from the feed company about feeding the cows. So what's your role, and what is the role of the feed companies?
Okay, that's two questions.
Yeah, two questions. Exactly.
So right now, when breeders are performing data collection, they use paper right now. And in 2016, we may try to give them not a PDA but a smartphone, because we are now working on a new software that may be supported by a smartphone. So breeders may use it as well, on their own smartphone actually. So that's the way I can answer to the first question. And let's talk about feeding advice. So the company that are supplying breeders with concentrate, or they are also advising breeders to do diets or ration. But we are mostly approximately, I would say that we are doing the same job, but we are not selling concentrate, and so our advice, our diets are really appropriate to reach the best milk yield and to save the most money as they can. You see?
Okay, with that, to stay on time, Christophe, thank you very much for your presentation, and we'll express our appreciation. Thank you.